Hello there everyone, and welcome to another one of those videos where I talk all about how the previous session of the multiplayer is gone and maybe a little bit of planning, but also maybe a little bit less of that than I have done previously, and we'll go into why in just a moment. Before we go into, all of that stuff, there is the map of the entire world. I mean, I've got the game open, so this isn't really showing anything new, but yeah, it's nice to look at, I guess. It's fine. Just showing the extent of all of the countries of the world, but the more important one, I think, is the world stronginess ranking. We find ourselves still in 4th place. If you remember, that was where I was in the last session as well. And I guess, you know what, we can do a little bit of a comparison, if you will. This is the world stronginess for the session before. I was on 7.7%, with Macedon first, Punic League second, Satavahana, the Indian guy, third, and then myself, then Egypt. And now Punic League has swapped places with Macedon. Satavahana is there, and I've gained a little bit of power, relatively speaking. I'm at 8.6%, I was at 7.7 before, so, you can take that as absolute win, and I'm going to. Ptolemaic Kingdom there, still in 5th place. Bosporans, we've got Media there, etc., etc. It's not obviously the whole story, right? We know already that navally, for example, we have the Delian League, who are in 11th, are actually in 1st place. Economically, the Punic League is in 1st place, so that makes absolute sense, and, things are what they are. So let's actually hop onto the game and we'll talk about some various things. First things first, we did not have Belisarius in the Ptolemaic Kingdom last session, and that is because his PC kind of bricked itself. Unfortunately, he won't be here this week either. And he's actually passed over his country permanently to another player. He's passed it over to the Beattica player. So we're going to have Zoroastro as my ally in the Ptolemaic Kingdom from now on. And I'm totally happy with that. I've never actually been Zoroastro's ally that I can recall. At least not a long-term ally. We've more often fought than we have been friends. And that goes back all the way to, I think, like the first community multiplayer where I played as Epirus. I think it actually was the second multiplayer. I don't know. First time I played against him anyway was I was playing as Epirus, and I think he was Aetolia or Ionia, one of the two. And we were enemies. So yeah, fun stuff. But yeah, we're gonna be friends. He's gonna be in the Ptolemaic Kingdom, and hopefully this is going to go well. We do know that the Punic League will be attacking. Punic League has an axe to grind, I guess, against Egypt for sacking his capital. Even though he sacked Alexandria in return, he still has that beef for whatever reason. And the idea that the Punic League would take Lower Egypt is utterly abhorrent and cannot, under any circumstances, happen. We can't allow it. So a lot of my game, I believe, is probably going to be at war with the Punic League, who hopefully isn't going to be allied with the Delian League. And hopefully we're going to be able to defend here from hordes of Punic bastards. That's the idea. Things that he could do, well, a lot of things, mostly diplomatic. But yeah, that's probably what's going to be happening. The Punic League in the last session managed to sway Latania to his side, peace out with Rhodania, get an alliance with the Delian League, and basically Beattica had zero chance, like not a hope in hell of surviving, because literally nobody could get over there. The plan was going to be for Ptolemaic Kingdom and myself to help Beattica survive. Either by distracting the Punic League, maybe landing troops on the islands, maybe landing troops in Carthage itself. But that could not happen while the Delian League was involved. Obviously, the Punic League had enough ships on its own to, blockade here, do some blockades maybe around the coastlines, or maybe, patrol around for some of our fleets. But our fleets are faster than his. We can probably move around them, and if we get caught, we just click the retreat button, we go home, we try again. It would be very difficult for him to stop every single potential invasion of his homeland. So that was our plan. Was going to be to go and help invade, maybe, and do what we can. With the Dealing League there, though, the entirety of the Dealing League's focus in that war would be on the Navy and firstly crushing or blocking our navies. If he finds our navies in port, he would, put half his fleet outside it, and there was basically no hope. We could not help Beattica. There was 0% chance of winning with any kind of competency on their side. Icade Macedon also was saying that if it ended up being Rodania, Latania, Belgia, Ptolemaic Kingdom, and Phoenecia versus just the Punic League, he would also join in on the Punic League side, which, I mean, sure, but at the same time, it's kind of shit. Just having countries is not really viable or relevant. It's the ability to actually do anything with those countries. So, for example, if that was the case, maybe the Dealing League doesn't join in. We can sure try and land on places and get in there, but his fleet alone is still good enough. So if he can try, he doesn't even need to blockade down here. If he found our fleets and blocked them in place, there's really still not that much that we could have done, in all honesty. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then Icade Macedon just coming in just kind of throws spanners in the works. The only really option for invasion is marching through this desert, which is heavily fortified and absolutely not under any circumstances a good idea to attempt to march through. It would just be suicide. So yeah, there was no hope. Beattica is dead. Now he's in Ptolemaic Kingdom. This country is no longer a relevant part of this multiplayer. So that's what happened in the Punic League, Ptolemaic Kingdom. Other things relevant to us is Satavahana. He invaded into Arabia. And while he was doing this, I was getting ready for a war against Media. The original plan was going to be Ptolemaic Kingdom sends over like a single legion just to get some experience on them, maybe sack some capitals, get some money. It wasn't going to be sending all that much. Unfortunately, obviously there's a matter of perspectives, right? The only person who has that perspective is myself and the Ptolemaic Kingdom. Other perspectives, including Icade Macedon and Bosporan Kingdom, was that I'd engineered the Indo-Greek Kingdom to backstab Media, which I kind of had done, and then myself and Phoenecia were going to go in and murder. Bosporan Kingdom joined in on Media's side, and unfortunately Ptolemaic Kingdom was not able to really do anything. To defend my northern lands, he would have to set up armies in, like, split them up and set them into individual cities and not go over the supply limit, and it's an absolute pain in the ass. There was really, it was just not going to happen. The only thing he really could have attempted, I think, is an invasion of the Bosporan Kingdom to steal the food from their regions. That could have worked. It would have been nice if that had been attempted, but I think Bosporan Kingdom is a better player than who we had in there. So it was unfortunate that that did not come to pass. Myself versus Media, it was going well, and then I split up my legions to try and siege two things at the same time. It was clearly a terrible idea, as he brought his entire force against me, defeat in detail, and wasn't a good idea. This army is on a fat retreat. It's going to be arriving in its destination of retreat. I think it's something like 1 year and 11 months after the battle had ended. So while I have basically full manpower, I'm good. I'm good for manpower. And Media is, in fact, tapped for manpower. I think he's got 0 right now. It's not, in my opinion, worth continuing. That's why I white pieced. I'd rather set up and go in again with a fresher mindset, and I'll have full manpower and he'll be at like 10k when the truce is up. So that's the plan. Whether Bosporan helps him again, hopefully not, but we'll see. There may be some plans. if that comes to pass. But I am not going to be telling you them on this video because I know that my opponents do watch these videos, including, well, I'm not going to say including, but yeah, my opponents watch these videos, and plans have been made against me for sessions in which I've, made a video for. So we're not going to be doing that again. Also, if you are in this multiplayer and you are watching this video, sup? Go away. So yeah, war against media, it's confirmed. I mean, it's media will expect it. It's saying that I plan to attack him is not going to come as any kind of surprise. Sativa to Hana, right? They're an interesting one because he has come in here looking for military traditions, as far as I'm aware, right? Whether he leaves once he has gotten his traditions or not is uncertain. You can see here he's accepted, I believe, Makan, because 80% accepted cultures here. He's doing it for traditions. I'm fairly sure of it. He's getting nothing out of there, nothing out of there, but getting quite a hefty amount of Makans here is a really good run for him. I believe this gives him 11, if I were to guess. I don't know if I can check because I am 11. Maybe I have. Oh, I don't know. I really don't know. But that is basically the idea there. I think is he's getting some traditions, and potentially when he has gotten all of his traditions, maybe he'll leave. I personally would think that would be a better idea for him, because I'm sure he's got 158 ships, but that is not insurmountable. And if I were to really focus on a navy, I could quite easily prevent him from getting across this sea, siege back all of this land, and, I mean, what can he do really about that? So I think selling it or releasing it would probably be the best move for him once he's gotten his traditions. And, I'm fairly chill with the guy. I think I can allow that. It's not going to be too far outside of the realm of possibility. So that's the plan there, potentially. We'll see. Attack media. See what happens with BK. See what happens with the Punic League attacking Egypt. Hopefully, I will be able to finish my war against media before the Punic League gets involved. Hopefully, there's no real guarantee of that. But yeah, that's my idea for the session. And if you would like to, keep an eye on the session and see where we go, see if my plans are coming into fruition, then I'm streaming right now, in fact. We've been going for, 13 minutes in this video. If you flip on over to twitch.tv/LordLambert_, you should see right now, if you watch this on video release, that I am streaming. And you should come watch it. Just before I leave, though, some other, minor details. A lot of these are tributaries. I am going to release them and annex them all. Not annex, sorry. I'm going to release them and make them into feudatories. A lot of these are very possible. It's simply a case of release in a month, attack. I think the only ones I can't really do is you in a month, and you can't be turned into a feudatory. You're the wrong religion. You're Persian. I think there's one more. That's a desert, so probably not that one. Are you a feudatory? You're not even mine. You're no one's. Cappadocian. I can't make you into feudatory anyway. But yeah, that's the plan. All of these tributaries are going to be turned into feudatories, apart from this one, who will probably be annexed. Well, no, I would need to... a potential thing to do would be to release these two and see if they ally one another. If that happens, I'll be very happy. I think they probably will. There's no one else they could ally, so we'll try that. We'll try that. So getting feudatories instead of tributaries, I would like to go through and get some technology. I think there is urban planning I'd like to go for. Going to get Tyrian Purple and Silent Trade is important. Anything with commerce income, trade ports is really amazing. This Embracing Philosophy is pretty damn good. So that's the potential one as well. Research points and local population happiness in Sur is really nice. Also, there are some Greek traditions that I will be able to get soon. in this tree around here. If I switch over to the decisions here, patronize Greek literature and arts. I can actually do it right now. And we can show you that I then get Odometer, Cartography, and Astrolabe for an extra 30% commerce income. That's amazing. That is so worth it. That is something we're going to be doing for certain. I think it actually might be something I do immediately on game start, because we're only one away from getting all these, and Freeman Happiness is pretty damn good as well. So yeah, we're going to be doing that. What else are we going to do? Don't know. What I can do, actually, my tyranny is absolutely garbage, so we can have a look at Antigonus's vision, not that one, Antipatris's legacy, and say, oh look, negative 0.2 tyranny for 10 years. You know, I might just take that. I can't do anything in here, and all these missions are, you know, I can't do them. But if I unpause, it goes away, and then I can be like, oh, you know what? I like myself some taxes and discipline, so I could do that. And I run for a couple of days, and oh god, it's gone away. And you know, we could do some gamey shit like that, and this will stick around. So that's the plan there. Extra 5% discipline for the war. Yeah, I can deal with that. But anyway, I've rambled far too long. So head on over to twitch.tv/LordLambert_ right now. I am currently streaming, and we can have some good time playing in the age of antiquity with my lovely boys in purple. Purple people. My lovely purple people. I'll see you there. Bye-bye.